KF7QGY back with an update from my previous eMove Cruiser S video. In my previous video I talked about the differences between the newer eMove Cruiser S and the previous Cruiser. One of the things that they had changed was the internal components. This Cruiser S more resembles the old version of the eMove Cruiser, with how all the wires, all the components were all exposed. They didn't have any waterproofing of any kind to them, and they were susceptible to damage, shorts, and all kinds of other problems. They were easy for repairs, even just down to the electrical connectors. Then while I was going through and looking at the new one that my wife had got, I had noticed that eMove made the move over to doing weatherproof connectors, sealing everything up that's inside the deck, so you don't have the shorts, you don't have the exposed components, you don't have any of that stuff. I did notice a drawback while I was doing this. So with the previous eMove Cruiser, I was able to go through and I could do plug and play diagnostics with individual connectors. I could use voltmeters, I could do all these different testing methods for doing maintenance and for troubleshooting to find out exactly which part it was I need to change. With this new one, however, I'm not able to do any of that. So again, the old one, I could disconnect stuff, I can hook things up, I can go through and I can do the pins. With the new one, once you end up disconnecting it to try and go through and test the pins, let's see here if I can do this without rearranging my camera inadvertently. While I go through and I try and disconnect some of these connectors, once you end up disconnecting them, you have little to no access to the pins or anything, plus the circuit is no longer there, so you can't accurately test the circuit as a whole. This can have a little bit of downside when you're troubleshooting, but the plug and play is still just as easy as it was before, which is nice for maintenance. The reason I'm doing this video today is because I noticed a couple key differences that I wanted to share with people so that they are aware when they go to order parts for their eMove Cruiser S. I had ordered a couple of motor controllers, two brand new ones from Voro Motors website, and it took a little bit for them to come in, but when they did, they did. One of the other things too that I noticed was that on the new motor controller we have a lot more flat edges, but it's also already potted, so we don't have to worry about that. One of the other things that I noticed while tinkering around with the inside of the deck of my new Cruisers is that the motor controller is adhered to the deck, which allows for heat dissipation, allowing it to run cooler. Along with it being potted also helps. That's going to help out the people that live in those hotter climates like Southern California, Arizona. One of the things with ordering the new controller online, I was not originally aware of this until I had already placed the order and there was nothing else I can do. So I wanted to share my experience with that. The new motor controllers that I got from Voro, they still have all the old connectors that go with the old Cruisers. This is great for upgrading the old Cruisers where it has all the old connectors. One thing that's nice that they did is if you have the motor controller wires that have the old white plugs on them, they did provide the soldering adapter, so you just solder on the new adapter to the three wires. It's keyed, so if you solder it correctly, it's keyed so that it goes on there correctly, and they also did that with the battery. That way you can hook the newer motor controllers up to an older battery or an older motor controller wire. And what you need to be aware of when ordering a new motor controller is making sure that you order the correct one. So please work with Voro support when you're ordering your eMove Cruiser motor controller. When you look at the old controller and the one that I had just showed you, everything is all contained to that motor controller. The difference with the new one, however, is that all of its connectors don't have the old ones on it. They have the new multi-pinned weather packed type connectors. And so if you don't get the correct motor controller, you're going to have a lot of frustration. For some, this may not be such a bad deal, because people with experience dealing with the electronics, soldering, doing some crimping work with 20 and 30 gauge wire, they can make these repairs still and be able to use either motor controller on their Cruiser S. If you're not as proficient with that kind of fine precision electronic work, then you're going to want to try and take the deck apart using the appropriate sized Allen wrenches. You're going to remove the front cover by taking out 2 screws, 1 on each side of the deck, 4 screws that will be in the front, and then sliding your black cover off. Then what that will allow you to do is take a picture of the inside of your Cruiser to show which kind of connectors you have coming off of your motor controller, and then send those in to Voro support. That way they can make sure to send you the correct plug and play motor controller for your Cruiser S. Hopefully this video helps everybody out. I thank you for all watching.